Hello everybody! Welcome to Halfspin, where we talk about the sport of knife throwing. Today I want to talk about the best inexpensive throwing knife you can buy, the Smith Wesson Bullseye. Now, when I say inexpensive, what I mean is under $30 for three. That's less than $10 a knife. That is cheap. There are a ton of inexpensive throwing knives that you can find on the internet. Amazon is covered in them. They have $5 sets of throwing knives, all of them junk. All of the cheap throwing knives out there are junk except the Smith Wesson Bullseyes. The Smith Wesson Bullseyes come in two sizes, 8-inch and 10-inch. I recommend the 10-inch throwing knives. For the most part, bigger is better when it comes to throwing knives. And so if you want to get good at your skills, if you want to get better at knife throwing, the 10-inch one is going to be the way to go. But the 8-inch does serve a purpose. I bought my kids the 8-inch ones. They have small hands and they were able to learn knife throwing with the 8-inch ones. The Bullseye is a spear point style throwing knife. Like real throwing knives, the edges are not sharp, it just has a sharp point. And this will give you the freedom to really learn half spin and full spin and no spin without worrying about cutting yourself. So how do they throw? Well, they throw great full spin and they throw great half spin. And they have a great little shelf right here where that hole is in order for you to do no spin with them. So this is a good knife to learn all styles of knife throwing. So what are the downsides to the Smith Wesson Bullseye? Well, I wish they didn't have all these cutouts in them. I'm sure they did it for looks or for style, but it would be a much better throwing knife if it was just a solid piece of stainless steel. Those give it weak points, they don't feel that great on the hand, and actually I wish it was a heavier knife. Throwing knives should be heavy. They rotate better when they're heavy. So I find the Smith Wesson Bullseye to be a little bit too light for its length. They're made out of a harder stainless steel than some of the professional throwing knives, which means that they will chip, they will crack, and they probably will snap eventually. But for the price, that's okay. You could probably throw this 1,000 times and then it will snap. So when people first get into knife throwing, they don't always want to spend $300 for three knives or $100 for three knives. And so just under $30 for three knives is a great entry point. So anytime someone asks for a recommendation for knives when they're just starting out, I always say the Smith Wesson Bullseye. Also, they're cheap enough to where you can buy two sets and have 6 knives to throw. The Smith Wesson Bullseye is the best throwing knife for under $30. Don't waste your money on all that other stuff. They're all junk. Well, I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.